Hey YouTube, Texas Blaze here. Today we're going to be reviewing the Klein Tools. It's made by Klein Tools out of Chicago, USA, and this is considered their electrician knife. I'm going to give you a couple of details on it. You can't find much about them online, but I did find a little bit out, and I'll go ahead and give you those details. I believe it's a nickel finish, and it has brass liners all the way through it. You see the brass there. It's a 3-blade configuration. It has a sheet point blade, a spear point blade, and a screwdriver tip blade, a little flathead screwdriver. Now, out of the 3 blades, the only blade that actually locks is the screwdriver tip blade. And the screwdriver tip blade and the spear point blade are both 2.5 inches. And then the sheet foot blade is 2 3/8. It comes with it's just a plastic handle. I think it's a Delrin or something like that. Delrin handles. I forget how to pronounce it, but it's something like that. I'm not an electrician, so it's not an electrician knife for me. But that is what they call it. So. I don't know what makes it an electrician knife. I guess the screwdriver. Not really sure about that. So I can't get into detail on that, but I can give you a couple of details. The knife will cost you, it's about $30 on Amazon, and that comes straight from Klein Tools out of Chicago, USA. So model number is 1550-6. And then they have a 1550-2, and that's just a 2-blade configuration instead of the 3. I think it has the spear point and the sheet foot, but it does not have the screwdriver tip blade. And I think that one's actually not even called an electrician knife. So I'm pretty sure this blade right here is what makes it the electrician knife. I picked this one up at a garage sale for next to nothing. Probably about a year and a half ago, something like that, and I've used it quite a bit. It's a good, durable knife. It's sturdy. There's no kind of wiggle in any of the blades at all. You can even do light prying with the screwdriver, like opening a paint can or something. So you can do light prying with it, and you don't have to worry about it. It's a heavy-duty knife. It really is. Besides the handles. And we'll get into that here in a minute. I like the 3-blade configuration. As I said, the screwdriver is really sturdy for light prying. The steel is just soft enough to sharpen really easy, but it's hard enough that it holds an edge very well. As I said, I like the knife overall, but there is a few problems I see with it. One, when you buy it, comes to your house, it's going to be dull. It does not come sharpened, so you have to sharpen it yourself. A lot of people complained about that in a couple of forums that I looked into about it not being sharp from the factory. That doesn't necessarily bother me because I don't mind sitting here and sharpening knives. It's therapeutic. So I do like sharpening my knives. I don't mind doing it. So I don't mind it coming dull from the factory. Another complaint about it is the plastic handles. They will break. You can crush these and the pins will pop out if you're not careful. So I wouldn't say it's a throw around knife. The handles will break, and I have seen 2 different people that said the handles broke on them, and they were both good reviews on the knife. Neither one of them were bad reviews. So just keep that in mind about the handles. And by the way, the 3 3/4 inch close, that's what this folded back. So this from here to here is 3 3/4. Okay. Also, another bad thing I found about it. It does lock, like I said. You can see here. You just push that back over and it'll close. But one thing I noticed is the screwdriver blade is, it's really hard to get out. You know, I have fingernails, so it's no problem for me to reach in there and pick it out, but a lot of people were saying they needed a pocket knife just to open this blade. You know, they needed something to pry it open with, so that could be, you know, a bad deal with it. So overall, I'm going to give the knife, you know, I do a rating system 1 out of 10. I'm going to rate this one probably about a 6. I like the functionality. It's really heavy. That's another problem, is if you're actually carrying it in your pocket, you're going to know it's there. It's a heavy knife. You can see there's a lot of steel in there. You know, you have 3 rather large blades for a small pocket knife anyway. So it does have some weight to it. It's kind of heavy. But I keep it in my tool bag, so that don't bother me as much. And I think just out of the plastic handles, I think they should have put another pin through here somewhere. Up top, there's only 2 pins actually holding the blade together, or holding the handles together, rather. I didn't like that. I think it should have had another pin in it somewhere, you know, right up here somewhere, or maybe a big one through here, or something, just to kind of give it more strength on the handle. So if you do buy one, watch out for your handles. And I think they could have done something nicer with the handles. If they were going to do a wood grain, they should have just threw some wood handles on there. It's already heavy. They're not going for lightweight, obviously, so I don't see what the reason is in using a cheap plastic for the handles. But that's the only reason it got it would have gotten probably a 7 or an 8 if it wouldn't have been for the handles and the fact that this is hard to open. And it's hard to open brand new, apparently, because there was a couple people complaining about that as well. So thanks for watching, YouTube.